Hey YouTube, Satoshi Matrix here yet again bringing you another video. Welcome to the Controller Chronicles, the series where I showcase the best gaming controllers on the market. If you want to click on previous installments of this series, they are in annotations around this video. In this installment, I'll be talking about one of the best gaming controllers for the N64. If you own an N64, then you of course are familiar with this, the standard N64 controller. It's a very versatile controller that's useful for a lot of different games. It has an excellent D-pad. It has 6-button control layout that's mostly only used for these 2 buttons and these ones used as a camera. It has 2 shoulder buttons, a button on the bottom, and this analog stick. The analog stick, as many of you know, is the primary fault with the N64 controller. As the system ages, this control stick no longer centers in many controllers, and it ends up being a pain. It's not very comfortable, and it's not actually the best controller on the market for the N64. If you're serious about N64 gaming, there is a much better solution. If you import from Japan, came this one right here. This is the HoriPad Mini 64, released only in Japan by Hori, the Japanese company known for extreme quality in third-party products. This controller absolutely is dwarfed by the N64 controller. These 2 controllers, as you can see, they're both blue. They came in a variety of different colors. The HoriPad Mini has all the features from the standard N64 controller, including the expansion pack on the bottom, where you can put either the rumble pack or the memory pack, is what I have here. It has the analog stick. The analog stick is the main difference between the N64 and their normal controller and the HoriPad controller. This analog stick is much more similar to the GameCube, although it's looser and feels much more similar to that of the PlayStation 2 controller. It is ridged just like the N64 controller is. Here's the D-pad. The D-pad is much smaller than the standard D-pad of the N64. If you just compare those 2 things together, you'll see this one's super tiny. This is really my only complaint about this controller. The D-pad is located so close to the A and B buttons, your thumbs are practically touching each other. It's really awkward. I don't know what they were thinking. But overall, one thing that they really did, they changed, was the Z button from the back of the controller. The Z button is now actually 2 different triggers on either side of the controller. You have your standard L and R buttons, or that's L and that's R, and you also have Z and Z. They both function the same, so I don't know why they put 2 buttons on the back, but you have Z there and you have Z there, so I don't know. But anyway, the use of this controller is this controller is very useful, I should say, for any game that uses the analog stick to great effect, because this analog stick, again, is vastly superior to that of the standard N64 controller. As an import from Japan, you should be expecting to pay between $50 to $70 for this controller, so it's not going to be chump change. But as you'll see, this controller is very, very good. So I have Mario 64 booted up, and I'm going to showcase a little bit of gameplay. Alright. Get it muted. Unmute it. Alright. So, the HoriPad. Moving around with the analog. Let's go into the first world.
Let's go.
Of course, the buttons work just as you'd expect them to. The analog stick, again, is extremely responsive, and that is the main reason why you want this. This makes N64 gaming a breeze. So good. Again, 2 Z buttons. They both function as the same. Now, I'll showcase a different game. Let's put in Doom 64. Turn the TV off, pull it out, and should just boot right up. And it does. For those who know this game, Doom 64 is extremely dark, so the first thing I'm going to do is adjust the brightness. Let's go to Options, Control Pad. Let's go to Password and boot a game. How about level 12? So here's Doom 64 with the HoriPad Mini pad. Yeah, so satisfying. Again, you have the analog stick, moves you around, and you can fire, change all the buttons. So overall, this is a controller that I would highly recommend for people who want a better analog stick solution for the N64. The D-pad is really the only downside. For games that really require a good D-pad, like Mischief Makers or Pokemon Puzzle League, such as the Pokemon Punnel de Pon game, the standard N64 controller will still be better because this D-pad is so much bigger and so much further away from the B and A buttons. Because again, on the HoriPad Mini pad, they are practically next to each other, so it tends to be a problem. So that shall be it for now. So again, if you want to check out more videos in this series, just check the annotations in this video, and that's it. So thanks for watching. Take care, guys.